guys, Two-Tone Joe here. I just wanted to do another video. This time I'm going to do my buttons and nickels and a couple pieces of relics. So I'm going to start over here with the miscellaneous stuff. Just a couple 2-hole and 4-hole buttons. So just cool stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Some with cool designs, as you can see here, here, and here. Star designs, starburst designs. So this one's pretty neat. It's like a 2-piece and it actually swivels, so that's cool. If any of you guys know what kind of button this is, I'm not sure. So it seems pretty old. I don't know if it's pewter or what, but it's not exactly super smooth and perfect, but it's a cool button, cool piece. Moving on, down here we got just a bunch of miscellaneous flat buttons, as you can see. Some with shanks, some without, and I got some of them turned around that have designs on them to show you. But I love finding these flat buttons. You know, you can research all these back marks and maker's marks on the back, and you know, each one tells its story. So I really, as I've been working my way through this hobby, I've become a fan of buttons, and anybody I hunt with will tell you I love finding them. Every button I find I cherish. So here's a really cool one I found at the old school. You guys might have remember seeing on one of my videos. Just a cool design. Too bad the shank's a little busted, but cool design. You can read the back. So really cool. And then moving up here is where I got some of these designed ones. This one right here I found at a house, some kind of seal. Rusted up back, so it's nothing special. This one's got a nice back. Really cool. I believe I found this one at the church, along with this one, also found at the church. Cool 2-piece. Neat design on it. I don't know what, and if you guys know what any of these mean, feel free to tell me. I'm all up for learning. This one is a Waterville sports button. They weren't working for long, and then they went out of business. But it's a sportsman jacket button. Apparently, that's what I was told. It's got a cool eagle on the back. You can see there the wings on each side and the head coming up through. But yeah, Waterville. And then this guy, another kind of seal with lions. I believe it's just a sports jacket button. And this I found way back in a yard. I guess is some kind of a golfing button, some kind of cuff button or something. So I thought it was like PGA. Somebody said it's like a PGA button, but I don't know if it's for real, if it's just somebody on somebody's replica jacket or what. So either way, cool button. Moving on over here, I got these. Let me move the light up a little bit. We got these keys here. Some of my favorite finds here. Clock winder keys. These two, and then this I believe is a small gate key. And this thing looks old. This is one of my favorite relics because it looks like a handmade key. And it was found at an old rundown house, so real old house, I think 1840s. And this thing is a mansion, I swear. But cool key, old looking skeleton key. I would still want to find some of those skeleton keys that everybody else finds. So some of those really ornate ones are really cool. So still on the lookout for those. Let's see, buttons. Actually, I'll go ahead and start up here. These are my 3 shield buttons I got this year. This past year, I'm sorry. I got 3 of them, and none of them I can really get a date off of. I did get a date off one before. I want to say it was in 1866, first year. But I really honestly forget, and they're just hard to see right now. But I don't clean my older coins too much. These ones I did run. As you see, this one's really cleaned up. The reason is I took 3 nickels just for fun, one shield, one Liberty Head V nickel, and 1 buffalo, and also a war nickel. I took those and put them in a tumbler just to see how they'd come out, and they did. I mean, it came out nice and clean, and it was a beat up one, so that's why I used it. And I wouldn't use my better shape one which happens to be this one. This is in beautiful shape. You can see the 5 and the stars really nicely. But the backside is not the best shape. I wish it was in better shape, but hey, you don't find the shield nickels too often, so just to have 3 of them I'm happy about. Then I got some of these dated. They're not in specific order, but got an 1890, an 1898, 1904, a 1906, another 1906, and a 1903 Liberty Head fee nickels. And this is the one that I took and cleaned also. So you can see it comes out, this one came out like a copper color, and these were all nickels in there, so I don't know. They just came out, some of them came out like that, and 2 of them came out the nickel, more silver color, and this came out like a coppery color, so I don't know. Might have been just the way they were made. But either way, came out nice and clean. And then my buffs, the ones I could date, which I was surprised I actually got this many dated. Dateless, 3 dateless ones. I got a 37 right there, a 20, a 20, 34, 25, another 20, and another 25. So I love finding those buffs. Any old nickels, I'm like, that's the same thing. Buttons, they grew on me. I ended up, loving finding old nickels too. In the beginning, you're all about the gold and the silver. I'll admit it, but once I started finding these old buttons and these old nickels, it grew on me. So each time I found those, I was happy. But here's my more prized buttons that I found. Reason being, are mostly military. There's only one here that isn't military, but I really end up loving because I did research on it. Right here, I got a World War I, World War I, World War II Great Seal button. So I've told it was World War I, so I'll go with that. Let me move this up here. And another one, this one's still on its little thing there, so that's pretty cool. Great Seal button, smaller cuff button style. And then to find this in Ohio was actually really cool. This I found in a yard, I think one of my first videos actually. A New York Union Civil War State Seal button. Excelsior down there, as you can see, the regiment. So that is just cool. To find this in Ohio, I'm just astonished. That's just awesome. And then these 2 eagle buttons I actually found in Indiana. And both my Indiana trips took with Eddie and the gang, so that was fun. This is the second one I got. This past video, I got this one. So that one's really nice shape. And it's slightly smaller than this one. This is the first ever one I got. And this is probably the best first find I ever got, and I took it out of the ground. I was like, oh my gosh. When I had to go over to Bill, Ohio Relic Digger, sorry, and go to him and ask him. I was like, is this what I think it is? And he's like, heck yeah, that's awesome. So that was cool to find that. Any kind of Civil War history, yeah, you just don't find it too often in Ohio, so to find it anywhere is awesome. I also dug this that same year, as my first year in Indiana. This is just a flat button, that gold gilt, and there's the writing on it. I was able to do research. I found the company. Their name's something different now. They're based in England. I was able to email them, send them pictures of this button, and they answered questions. They were so nice about it. And the lady dated it from 1780 to pretty much 1800. So to find a button possibly from the 1700s, dated, is really cool. And to have that gold gilt looking that nice on the back there is awesome. And then probably my most cherished finds this year would be these 2 buttons. This first one I found with E-Track at the Foundations with Bill and Dave. This is a between 1812 and 1820. I'm leaning more towards 1820 as everybody else was too. They couldn't get a specific date. New York Excelsior one-piece flat button. So the regiment New York. New York Militia, I should say. So beautiful. Still got the shank. Slightly bent, but hey, it's standing up and it's beautiful looking. And you can read everything on the back, and it actually says treble standard. And it's got the beautiful maker's mark right around the shank there. So beautiful green patina. You got the eagle sitting there on the rock. I mean, just awesome. So look at that. Excelsior written right at the bottom of that eagle. One of my favorite buttons. And then probably the favorite button, and I'm still blown away that I found this. Also found this at the Foundations. That we're saying was a old military, retirement house or something that they'd go back to and stay at. Maybe after the war when they didn't have anything, they came home to nothing, or their wives left them. I don't know, but it was definitely military involved. But this is a War of 1812 script I infantry button, U.S. infantry, of course, and it's pewter. So I sealed it up. I was told by a couple guys, if you don't got specific seal in or whatever for it, for any of you guys who might have these in their pewter, hurry up, get some hairspray, spray and hairspray, and you do a couple coats, let it dry, a couple coats, let it dry, a couple coats, let it dry. And I let it seal up, and it did. It sealed up, but this pewter just falls apart. The air is really not good for it, so I was able to seal it up. And then, as you can see, script eye, and right there's an oval at the bottom. Actually, there's a star inside that oval. So, of course, the shank's missing, sadly, but I mean, I'll take it. It's an old piece of history, and once again, finding this Ohio is just awesome. So I'm very happy about that. So again, it's a War of 1812, sorry, script I infantry button. So plan on. Sorry guys, camera died, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up quickly. I did forget. I found this year in Indiana also. It's a keyhole lock hole cover. So it's got an eagle on it. I don't know if it's military or what, but that was from this year's video. But as I was saying towards the end of the last clip before I died, I do plan on putting some of these in, most of these military ones in my showcase that I will be getting soon. So I'll do a video on that when I get it. It's going to be beautiful, and I'll also link the guy and his page in it because he's been great to deal with, and with all the orders he's gotten, he's really just done a great job communicating me and showing me what he's doing. So it's been really nice, nice to do work with him. But thanks for watching, guys, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I know they're not metal detecting videos right now, and with the weather and everything, I'm doing everything I can to at least make some videos and show you all everything. But thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you all next video. Take care.